Hey guys, this is Raghu Reddy here, and welcome to the number one show for financial advisors. On this episode, I have an awesome guest, and her name is Emelyn. Emelyn, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Raghu. It's really my pleasure and honor to be in your show today.
Good morning, and fantastic, Emelyn, to have you on this show. So, Emelyn, where are you located?
I'm located south of Manila. I'm particularly at Santa Rosa City, Laguna.
Well, fantastic, fantastic. So, what do you do, Emelyn?
Actually, right now, Raghu, I'm a licensed financial advisor and I'm also a business unit manager handling 11 advisors right now.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic. So, since how many years have you been doing this awesome work?
Actually, I started 2016, so I'm about 5 years now in the financial advisory business.
Wow, fantastic. That's 5 years of outstanding service. Really good, really good. So,
Yeah.
how did you become a financial advisor, Emelyn?
Actually, Raghu, back then, before I became a financial advisor, I was actually working in a business process outsourcing industry. But it's also an insurance industry because I'm serving American General Life. So it's being outsourced here in the Philippines. So basically, insurance really is in my system about almost 18 years now. So I came into the financial advisory business when I first got my policy. So I got my policy from one of the insurance companies here in the Philippines. And then when I got that actually because I really experienced financial hardships when my mom got sick of cancer when I was only 21 years old. So back then, I asked myself, why is it that my mom doesn't get any insurance at that point, where we had really so big of a financial hardship when she was treated medically. So when I was at that point where I said that I can now afford to buy an insurance, that's the time that it also opened my mind. Why is it that I cannot try a financial advisory business? So when I talked to my actually back then my friend, an agent of an insurance company, I asked her what does she actually do. So she told me they give advice to clients, and she said that actually the work is a freelance thing. So she said, can you explore that? Do you want it? Because your work was actually, Raghu, I almost spent 15 years in the corporate industry. So she said, would you be able to afford a freelance business, a commission-based work? So I said, why not try it? So I started in 2016 as a part-time advisor first. So I did not actually do it full-time yet because I said I'm just gonna try because I don't know if I will be able to sustain financially. So I said that let me give it a try. So I joined May of 2016, and the rest was history. I actually loved the job. Not basically, of course, aside from the pay and the income, I really love to help people, helping them become financially literate. Because for me, this job is literally not just a job to get an income, but it's really a job to help people and a job that gives impact to others. So for me, amidst success, there should be a significance or impact to others. So that's why 5 years ago, I decided to do this business.
Wow, fantastic. What a
Yeah.
lovely journey that is. So, 5 years of outstanding service and fantastic, way that you came to become a financial advisor and making a big impact in a lot of people's lives. So, the question is, when you came into the industry, when you came, initially, I'm sure that you faced a lot of struggles. So how did you overcome those struggles?
Yes, Raghu, it's not really an easy journey when I started. Because if you as you enter this industry, you really have to meet targets, and not just to meet it but to exceed it. So at first, since I don't have any sales background, since I'm particularly a corporate person, so I don't really do sales in my entire life. So this is the first time that I actually learn how to approach people, how to prospect. It's really hard at first because I'm really shy to approach people, and I actually don't like rejections. So it's hard at first, but as I learn, I go through trainings, I go to more and more practice. And I just said to myself, why not give it a try and then practice, practice, practice every day. So I think that the only thing that made me go through the setbacks or to the things that's or to the challenges in this industry is that I just tried and tried every day, and I just said to myself that I might not be that good, but I will make it a point that I will do better each day.
Well,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right. Fantastic. Fantastic. So keep on practicing. That leads to progress. You see, whenever you face the barrier, you need a driving force to overcome that barrier, break through that barrier, and move forward. So, what's your driving force? What are your whys?
Actually, Raghu, my biggest why, of course, is my family. I'm married. I have 3 kids. And that's my biggest why, even if since I started. And aside from them, of course, I really have this drive to help others aside from my family. So I said to myself, if I want earn bigger, or bigger meaning not just good for my family, I won't be able to help others, and I won't be able to share whatever I have if I actually don't earn bigger. So that's my second thought. So I actually would like I actually dreamed, even if I was just a child, that I'd like to do or to help on charities, to donate on church, and then to help the elderly and the kids that were neglected by their parents and their orphans. So that's really my I guess my motivation to work harder. Besides, of course, for my biggest why, which is my family.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic, Emily. So, because of the COVID-19 crisis, everything has changed. The marketplace has changed, the economy has
Right.
changed, and the future is definitely not going to be like the past. So, the question is, how are you and your team geared up to meet the new challenges in the future and serve your clients better?
Okay, so actually, Raghu, it's not really easy when we had this pandemic. So at first, really, even my team and I really had a big setback in 2020. So it's really hard to pull them over to the new norm. So, we're used to face meetings, and then we're suddenly stopped to go out of the house. So what we did at first was just to actually, I just met them, and then I just explained to them that this challenge may just be temporary, but we need to adjust, we need to adapt, because it's not, I think it may be temporary, but it's not for a short time. So I believe I said, I actually told them that it may not be a year or two. So we need to adapt. So what we did, Raghu, actually is to join trainings on for us to be up to technology. So what we did first is to help them on digital tools. I trained together with them, with my team, to adapt to digital tools to be able to do our work online. So it's not easy at first because not all of us are adaptable to technology. So not all really adapts fast. So there are, there are learning curves wherein not all of us were able to adapt at once, but little by little, we were able to adapt. Of course, as a leader like me, I need to adapt first. So I need to be faster. I need to adapt to change faster compared to them, so that I will be able to lead them to what the company, and not only the company, but what will be the future of our job if we don't adapt. So I really ask them to adapt as much as possible, as faster as possible. So we do trainings. We had weekly meetings. We actually attended to digital tools training. Actually, we had a lot of Zoom meetings at that time, just to be able to adapt and accept the reality that we have changed our norm in working.
Well, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So, Emelyn, what's your personal vision for the future?
Okay, so actually, Raghu, actually, I'd like really to become one of the new business managers in our company. So actually, we call it in layman's terms as a branch manager. So my reason for that is not only for my, of course, for my personal success, but to help people as well or financial advisors to level up. I'd like to help more people who would like to try financial advisory to become one with us and to bring them in not only to help them financially, but to help them become better people, passionate people who practices this profession, this as a profession, not only as a job.
Wow.
So that's
Yeah.
my goal.
Very fantastic. Fantastic vision you have there. And so, Emelyn, what would be your advice to a newcomer to the field?
Okay, to the newcomers, I'd like them to consider this job, as I told you earlier, as a profession or as a vocation, because this job is, aside from money, of course, or income, this job really needs heart to help people. If you are not into, if you are only here for a job, I believe you will not thrive in this profession or in this job, because more than motivation or more than motivation to do this, you need to have discipline and hard work. Aside from that, you need to have grit to be able to go on with this job. Because if you are just motivated and then you are not actually passionate or disciplined to do this, actually you will just try for about 1 or 2 years, I guess. So if you would like to take on to the financial advisory business, you need to be very passionate and to have a lot of grit.
Yeah, fantastic advice there. Fantastic, fantastic. So, if someone wants to reach out for your services or wants to become a financial advisor in your team, how they can reach out to you?
Okay, so they can actually reach out. I have a Facebook account. My name there is Emelyn Silerio-Basbas. My LinkedIn as well is the same, and as well as my Instagram. They can reach out to that, and they can also send email at emelyn.s.basbas@sunlife.com.ph.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So, Emelyn, it was really wonderful having this conversation with you, learning about your story, your journey for the last 5 years of how you're making such a big impact and the difference in a lot of individuals and their families. So, I wish you all the very best for your future, not only to grow yourself, but also to build a big team of world class financial advisors so that you can make a bigger impact and the difference in a lot of individuals and families. I wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much, Raghu. It was really my pleasure to be in your show, and I really appreciate you giving my time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being on the show. See you. Bye.
Bye.